settlers from the 1500s.
Colonialists.
Yeah, colonials.
You don't look very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites are Native Americans. What are you talking about?
You're not.
Oh my God, what? What? Whites are Native Americans?
My family lineage is settlers from the 1500s.
Colonialists.
Yeah, colonials.
You don't look very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites are Native Americans. What are you talking?
Whites are Native Americans? Dude, what? Oh my God. Or, I don't know, not tribes, but just, I don't know. The average Native American. Oh?
Talking about?
You're not.
What are you talking about?
You're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you could say.
Go in, like we have many testimonies that say.
What about the violent ones, though?
Okay, violent ones like
70 had pled guilty to assault with a deadly weapon. J.D. Vance said he pardoned. Welcome.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Eddie.
I would just like to ask, what makes someone pro-crime versus, anti-crime?
I think when you're soft on criminals, when you let criminals out of prison, when you pardon people who've assaulted police officers, you're pro-criminal. Donald Trump pardoned almost 1,600 people who were involved in January the 6th. I think 600 of them had been charged with assaulting a police officer or obstructing a police officer. 170 had pled guilty to assaulting a police officer. 70 had pled guilty to assault with a deadly weapon. J.D. Vance said, we're not going to pardon the violent criminals from January 6th. Donald Trump pardoned all of them. Are you okay with that?
I would say January 6th is a very special case. I would say it's a very...
What's the... What, no. That is a deflection. He is not answering the question. This is going to be good.
It's almost a climax point in history. I would
No.
just phrase the question this way. Right now in the LA protests, if they were to...
He's not answering the question.
The capital of LA. I mean, they'd have to move over all the homeless people living in tents on the steps of the Capitol.
We're not talking about homeless people. We're not talking about We're not talking about...
LA. I mean...
He brought up LA out of nowhere, homeless people.
The Capitol. But if they were managed to get into the Capitol and they were just protesting,
If
peacefully
they
at the Capitol,
did. They did. It's not if. They did. They broke into that Capitol and assaulted police officers on the way. It's not if. It did happen. It's a fact.
But if they were managed to get into the Capitol and they were just protesting, peacefully, let's say...
It was not peaceful. They broke through the barriers. And they kept escalating their way up the stairs. And then they broke through the door. They took one of the riot shields from the police they assaulted and broke one of the windows and leaped themselves in through the door. One guy took a dump on Nancy Pelosi's desk. They shot Ashley Babbitt. I feel like they should have shot her twice, but that happened inside the Capitol. It's not, like I said, it's not if. Either they ignore the facts, or they just don't do research at all. They just go blindly about what propaganda that they are being fed to.
Officers were rushing them in. They were letting them in and saying, "Hey, you guys can
You
go
did.
in."
They wasn't
like
let
we have
in.
many testimonies that say.
What about
And,
the violent ones, though?
Okay, violent ones like...
Like
what?
a man named David Dempsey, a judge, a Reagan-appointed judge, sentenced him to 20 years in prison. He stomped on police officers' heads. The judge said his conduct was exceptionally egregious. He attacked police officers with flagpoles and pepper spray.
Yep.
Donald Trump pardoned him. There's a man named
Just
Daniel
said that.
Rodriguez. He got 12 years in prison for taking a stun gun
Something
and
like
tasing
that.
a police officer in the neck and giving him a heart attack.
There's a video on that too, where they had him on the door and they was tasing him. Can't show that on here on YouTube. No. That would get my shit taken down.
The judge said he was a one-man army of hate. Donald Trump pardoned him. Does that not make Trump pro-criminal? He's letting
I would
violent criminals out of prison.
I would say no. It doesn't make him pro-criminal.
That's crazy, man. You guys notice that this back the blue stuff isn't like a thing anymore? Right after like January 6th. I think that's just crazy to me. It's not even a thing anymore. Like, nobody holds a Blue Lives Matter flag anymore because they know it's hypocritical. I mean, you can't support Donald Trump and then support police anymore. Y'all did that in his first term when we had all those riots and, y'all was like, yeah, back the blue, da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Now the second time come around, we're not really seeing the blue flags as much anymore. Really more as MAGA, the MAGA merch. That's being burnt right now, by the way, because the Epstein files was really what sent y'all over the edge. Not people being dragged from families or none of that. This guy just said that it is not. I repeat, he just said it is not pro-criminal to support someone who pardoned another person for assaulting police officers at the Capitol. All right? He just said it wasn't pro-criminal. He basically just admitted it was okay. Like, who are these people? And Jubilee, where do you actually find these people? These are actually, like, unmasked Nazis. These are unmasked cultists right here. That's crazy.
I did not say that. I said that one.
Yes, you did.
Exceptionally egregious. He attacked police officers with flagpoles and pepper spray. Donald Trump pardoned him. There's a man named Daniel Rodriguez. He got 12 years in prison for taking a stun gun and tasing a police officer in the neck and giving him a heart attack. The judge said he was a one-man army of hate. Donald Trump pardoned him. Does that not make Trump pro-criminal? He's letting violent criminals out of prison.
I would say no. It doesn't make him pro-criminal.
You're okay with that?
I did not say that. I said that one.
He said no, and he's like, oh, but I'm okay with that. And then go, no, oh, no, oh, no, that's not what I said. So what's your answer, dude?
Unpardoned against somebody?
It was 1,600 pardons. 600 of those were people charged
one
with...
example that you just gave me.
I can give you more. Should I keep going?
Fine.
Shane
And I'll say the exact same thing every single time.
Then your argument will fall apart because it's not just one example if I keep going.
Go for it then.
Okay, Shane Jenkins got 7 years in prison for 9 criminal offenses, attacking police with a deadly weapon, destroying government property.
How do
pardoned
pardons
him.
that probably shouldn't have happened turn into pro-crime?
So you've agreed that they shouldn't have been pardoned?
Sure, but that wasn't your claim, was January 6th. Your claim was Trump is pro-crime.
Yeah, because he pardons criminals.
Okay, I would say that that's a fault.
Let's talk about non-January 6 people.
Okay.
He's pardoned people.
This conversation's going really, really fast. It really is.
Who took millions of dollars from his own employees, was sentenced to tax.
It's not hard to
crimes,
keep up,
had to
though.
pay back.
I would say that that's a fault.
Let's talk about non-January 6 people.
Okay.
He's pardoned people like Paul Walchuk recently, who took millions of dollars from his own employees, was sentenced to tax crimes, had to pay back $4 million. Trump pardoned him. He bought himself a $2 million yacht. Why is he pardoning criminals like that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think you should.
Who are these people? What does the red mean? Like for him or for him? I don't know. This is my first time watching this, so
I don't think really presidential pardon should be a thing at all. But I don't think that.
All right, pause.
That means something.
You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay, good. All right. Enough pausing. Well, it's my goddamn channel. I'll pause when I want to say something. I don't give a fuck.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Mehdi?
What is it?
Mehdi.
You're from northern UK, I guess?
I'm from London.
This
North
guy
Ireland.
seems so
Fair enough.
insufferable
What's
from
your
what I've heard in the
ethnic
first
background, if you don't
video.
mind asking?
My parents are from India.
Okay, perfect. Just getting premise here. First of all, I want to
The
say
premise of Donald Trump being pro-crime.
No. I want to concern myself with why you care about what's happening in the U.S., first and foremost. Secondly, I want
What? That's not the way he asked that, bro.
Just getting premise here. First of all, I want to say
The premise of Donald Trump being pro-crime.
No. I want to concern myself with why you care about what's happening in the U.S.
Why? What? I want to concern. No, not that Trump is pro-crime. I actually care about why do you care about America so much? What? Ooh, this better be good.
First and foremost. Secondly, I want to say this. With the
Should
argument,
US
like,
should
the
people
Yeah,
live in the US?
you
First and
laughing over
foremost.
the you look like you're not even old enough to be there. You look like you would be in the... Never mind.
I want to say this. The
Should
argument,
US should people who live in the
let me
US
finish.
not care about
Let's not ignore each other. Because I have this thing, like people know, I have this thing. I have to stay calm, okay? So
Okay.
Yeah, I could tell you have an anger problem. It just kind of feels that you give me like beat your wife vibes. You give me like come home and drink a whole bottle of whatever you drink of liquor and just beat your family. You give me that type of vibe. Like just look at his face. Just look how angry he just looks. Like, he's so angry that he doesn't even look that old, but he's receding. That's what stress will do to you, bro. Just having so much hate in your heart all the time, it stresses you out. All that hate, it'll stress you out. Therefore, you're never happy. He's like, oh, I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm. Bro, we can tell that you beat your wife, okay? You can't hold a normal, intelligent, and calm conversation without facts being thrown in your
I
face.
have this thing, like people know, I have this thing. I have to stay calm, okay? So
Okay.
This thing,
Here's
yeah.
I am happy that he released J6. In fact, so much so that I was prepared to protest if he didn't.
Okay.
So when you say, are you okay that he's pro-crime? Sure, because you know what? We're changing the definition of
Are
what
you okay that he's pro-crime? Sure, until somebody robs your fucking house and unalives your family. Or just robs your house and takes literally... I'm talking about clean that bitch. Then you just suffer. I swear, it's only until it happens to them. It's only until it happens to them.
crime is. First and
You
foremost.
don't think stomping on police officers' heads is a crime?
I don't think it's no longer a relevant conversation anymore. You're
Really?
arguing.
What?
No, it's not, because you know what? Okay, have you seen the U.S. in the last 4 or 5
Dude, there's an hour and 40 minutes of this shit, bro?
years?
Yes, I've
BLM
lived
protests.
there for a
Have you
while.
seen? Okay, I myself have been involved in these protests. I've seen egregious things that you couldn't even imagine.
So we
being
have no
done
rules
to
then?
conservatives. It's not about that. It's
What's it
about
about?
tribal warfare. That's where we're
He's
at.
literally trying to make forming groups sound good, like actual cult groups sound good.
U.S. I don't know where you're at in the U.K. You're from India, so I don't really.
I'm not from India.
That is so racist. This is how, dude, this guy had to been one of them Nazis out there in Ohio, bro. Or just, nobody acts like this. Like, no normal, sane person with common sense just talks like this.
Oh, you sorry. Your parents are from India, so
I'm an American
you have
citizen.
your own states.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I should have said that in the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to assume anything. I was like, this guy. I was gonna say this guy's probably an American citizen.
I'm an American, you know.
You're an American citizen?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know how
Yes.
you got that, but fair enough. Here's the thing.
Oh my god, bro! What the fuck? These people actually exist, bro. What? People. Oh my god.
thing.
Are you an American citizen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But here's the
Not
thing.
sure how you got that. Okay.
Ah, thank you.
Born here.
Okay.
Born here, and my family lineage is settlers from the 1500s, so I have some stake in the claim here, okay?
But you're
a little different
But you're a
than yours.
descendant of immigrants, settlers,
I didn't know.
colonialists.
Yeah,
You don't
colonials.
look, you don't
yeah.
look very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites
not.
are Native Americans. What are you
Sorry,
talking about?
you're not.
What are you talking about?
Everybody started clapping. That's not true. Oh my god, this shit is fucking insane, bro. Oh my god. Guys, white people are not the original Native Americans. That is very dangerous rhetoric. Do not believe that shit for a second. That is very, very, very dangerous rhetoric. Oh my god.
Really?
And the way these people, like, look who's clapping. Look who's all clapping right now. Look who's all clapping. I don't want to say what everybody's thinking, so I'm not going to say it. But look who's clapping. Look who's all clapping.
No.
What are you talking about? The whites are Native Americans.
Really?
That dude looked like he's about to cry. Like he act like this dude act like he just heard the this dude just really looked like he for real looked like he just heard the I have a dream speech. He looked like he heard the I have a dream speech. Like right there. He just said that white people are basically the true Native Americans, and he's like, oh my God. Yes. No. That is the very same stuff they teach you in school, in history classes. They tell you that white people aren't the true descendants of this country. It is the Native Americans who were on this land first. Huh. Not fucking whites, as he put it. White people.
Really?
I think
What was happening before the 1500s?
I think you're getting confused with it.
I don't mind going on a tangent, but what was happening before the 1500s?
Calm down. I think you're getting.
What was happening before the 1500s?
There was indigenous people here that came here from
Do you know what
Asia.
indigenous means?
Listen, before.
Oh hell no! He go.
There was indigenous people here that came here from
Do you know what
Asia.
indigenous means?
Listen.
Listen. Oh my God! Just for y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was funny. That was so fucking funny. Oh my God. Okay, for y'all. That was funny. That was so fucking funny, bro. Oh my God. One more time.
There was indigenous people here that came here from
Do you know
Asia.
what indigenous means?
Listen.
How are you gonna use a word you don't even know, bro? You don't even know the definition of the word. You just use it and he asks you what it means and you don't know what it means. Oh, what does indigenous mean, LiLGThunder? Immigrants. To put it in simplest terms, people that are very much different than you. Okay? He's that much of a racist.
Before
Indigenous
America,
people
let-
can't
you
come
let
from
me
somewhere
finish?
else.
Why do you ask a question if you're going to interrupt?
I'm not sure if you know what the meaning of indigenous means.
I do know what it means. It
Doesn't
means
sound
they
like it.
came here first, right? They came here from Asia by way of land bridge. Have an argument.
He's
with
a little
Neil
bit
deGrasse
right
Tyson or anybody
there.
else about that. I don't care.
Is he an
I
American?
genuinely don't care. Yes, he is.
Okay, just
so
checking.
my point is, okay?
Nothing to do with crime. So far, you've agreed with me that these
Because
people
you're
are criminals.
derailing, dude. I'm trying
You
to stay on
literally
track.
sat down and asked me where I'm from. I think you
I
derailed this
think you got
conversation from the
offended
get-go.
by that, but
He
I'm
did.
because
I'm not
always
offended. I'm just
curious-
wondering what it
because
has to do with
I'm
crime.
always curious.
We're going to talk about
why-
immigration. Don't worry. Later on, you can come back.
I hope so.
Right now, you're doing a very bad job of making the case that he's not pro-crime
I
and
just got a
pro-criminal.
round of applause. I could probably get another
He
one. Actually,
borderline
if I asked
agreed.
for it.
Wow.
So I
Pro-crime
just
and
got a
pro-criminal.
round of applause. I could probably get another one actually if I asked for it.
Wow.
So I don't think I'm
Is this
doing
how
as
you
bad.
get rounds of applause? You sit in a room with 20 people who agree with you. Wow, amazing. Amazing. That
Well,
must
wait
make you
till
feel
this comes
good.
out. You know what? I'm
20
actually
people who
glad
agree
you're
with
getting
you
this
applauded you.
emotionally outraged right
Wow.
now. This is great.
I love it.
Do I have to say anything at this point, or are you just going
Please.
to keep going?
No, please.
Okay.
Make your claim.
Well, my claim is that I don't care if it's pro-crime. You want to go back to the topic of conversation?
That's fine. We agree then.
He's
So
like
pro-crime.
so
I have a
back
question
and
for you, though.
forth.
Do you care on the opposite side of the spectrum?
Yes.
Do you care about law being administered
Yes.
to the opposite side of the
Yes.
spectrum?
I think
when they're
anyone
doing
who
the same?
assaults a police officer shouldn't be pardoned. I think that Donald Trump shouldn't have pardoned 9 Republican members of Congress who were convicted of crimes, and I don't think Joe Biden should commit. I don't think Democrats should pardon Democrats.
Fair, but I don't
We
think
both
you
agree?
understand where we are in the U.S. then.
I think I do.
No, because you're
I think I do
arguing
this for a
from a
living.
position of like a U.S. that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
We're headed towards
so
tribal-
nihilism, no laws, nothing matters.
We're heading towards
My
where?
lineage is set- my family
We're
lineage
heading
is
towards
set-
where? Oh my God, we're heading towards where?
Should pardon Democrats.
A U.S. that doesn't exist anymore. We're headed towards
so
tribal-
nihilism, no laws, nothing matters.
It's not about
everyone's pro-crime.
It's not about that. It's that
That's
conservatives
convenience.
conservatives for too long have been playing it safe. They've been playing.
He's like almost getting you to say the truth. Damn near.
the
Really?
law. They've been
They've
playing,
been playing
it
by
by
the law.
Yes, they have.
Maybe
We're
you missed the Bush presidency.
conservatives
Did
are
you live
so
here during the Bush
concerned-
years?
Conservatives are
Didn't
so
play by the
concerned.
law, George W.
Let me
Bush, nor did
finish.
Ronald Reagan.
Let's be respectful to you. Let me
I'm
finish.
not sure.
Let's
you
be
do that.
respectful is insane. How is he being disrespectful? He gives you facts. Don't be disrespectful. Oh, the Bush, but don't be disrespectful now.
They have.
Maybe
We're
you
so-
missed the Bush presidency.
conservatives
Did you
are
live
so
here during the Bush
concerned-
years?
Conservatives are
Didn't
so
play by the
concerned.
law, George W.
Let me
Bush, nor did
finish.
Ronald Reagan.
Let's be respectful to you. Let me finish.
I'm not sure you've been that respectful, but okay.
I'm trying to.
It's crazy how he really was like, let's be respectful, when he was literally throwing that insult out first, talking about, oh, I don't know how you got that American citizenship. It's
Bring it back,
crazy.
so let's both bring it back,
Let's do
okay?
it.
I'm conservative.
Like if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you can't dish it, don't. If you can dish it, don't take it, or whatever that fucking. If you dish it and you can't take it, don't dish it. You know what the fuck I'm saying? God damn it, whatever.
Okay.
Really?
Let me tell you this. We do play it too safe. We've been playing it by the book for too long. At this point, gloves are off, right? The left has made their point. They're willing
Are
to
the
do.
police force in Washington the left? Why are they-
Yes.
why were
Are
they
you
assaulting?
kidding me? The left.
What?
They're willing
Are
to
the
do.
police force in Washington the left? Why are they-
Yes.
why were
Are
they
you
assaulting?
kidding me?
Dude, the way he answered that, he seemed so sure.
The left. Are you?
wow.
Are you insane?
Police officers.
Look. Okay. Look at
Wow.
LA right here. You think those stand down?
You think the LAPD are a bunch of liberal Marxists?
No, but I
Really?
think they listen to liberal Marxists who tell them what to do.
okay.
I think they listen to who signs their paychecks
Where-
at the end of the day.
where does-
Liberal
You're doing lots
Marxists.
of little diversions.
Fox News.
We
I
both
was-
agree Donald Trump's pro-crime. You're just fine with it.
No,
Is that the position?
I don't
That's what you've
agree
said
with
so
your-
far
I
for
don't
about
agree with your
5 minutes.
I don't agree with your definition
What's
of
your
crime.
definition of crime?
It doesn't
Stomping
matter.
on a police officer's
No,
head is not
what-
a crime. That's
no,
your
what I'm
definition
saying-
of crime as the
He keeps getting
Native
me out of-
American.
I am Native American.
If you say so.
So, going back to the topic.
If you say so.
We have different definitions of crime because you're
That's
talking about.
convenient. There's
It's
a
not
criminal
about-
code
it's
in
not
this
about
country.
what's
It's called the
convenient.
U.S. Criminal Code.
You know what? Let's focus
That's
on
what
what we
everyone
agree on.
focuses
I'm
on.
sure you and I actually agree on a
Do
lot
we
more than
agree
you
that
realize.
people shouldn't stomp on police officers' heads? Can we agree on that? If
I'm
you don't
not-
agree on that, then I really think this conversation is kind of
No,
pointless.
Oh my God, this shit is.
because first of all, you're saying what? That the police have the authority, that they're given the authority. I don't accept the authority that's been given by
very
liberal
conservative-
I just realized I could potentially be blocking his face. Let's put that shit right here. Block his face. Because who cares?
Position.
I'm
Or the conservative or pro-police.
Then you
Or
don't
we
know what a
redefine-
real. Hey, listen,
So
you're
we
in a room
redefine
with
crime.
juggernauts right now.
We
okay?
See how his
I'm telling you
argument
right now,
is
you are gonna
slowly
be blown
plummeting?
away. If you think
Yeah,
that my
if we're gonna
position is
struggle
hard
with the
right,
English
you
language
have
for the
no
next couple
idea
hours, then yeah,
what
we'll
you're up
struggle.
against right now. Okay.
100%.
Yeah. Newsflash: the conservatives are liberal to me. Okay. Neocons, libertarians, all those mainstream people, there might as well be.
He said
leftists to me.
conservatives are
Neocon-
liberals
yeah.
to him?
Newsflash: the conservatives are liberal to me. Okay. Neocons,
Oh my
libertarians,
God, this
all those
guy
mainstream
needs to be
people,
in a
there might
mental
as well be leftists to
hospital.
me, okay, that's how far to the right I am. Do you understand my position? So when
I
you
kinda
say,
guessed it when you
you
sat down.
say, you know, about
Yeah, me too.
obeying police, why would I give the authority to police? Do you know
think-
here? Do you know here in
do you
America?
think Donald Trump
here
should be
in America?
pardoning 9 members of Congress
Do you
who
know
committed
who-
financial crimes?
let
Are
me
you
see if
pro?
I can remember
Are you
his name
pro
right, because
financial
it's so-
crime?
Do
Are you
know
pro
Thomas-
financial crime?
Do you know
All
who
right,
Thomas
pause.
Timbo is?
Pause.
I think the people who clapped you have voted you out.
All right. Head back to your
That's
seat. You've been-
crazy. I think the people who clapped you voted you out. Fucking bum. Get. Ooh.
Majority.
What'd he say?
You have voted you out.
All right. Head back to your seat. You've been voted out by the
conservatives.
majority.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, he shook his hand, bro. I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, you gotta.
Hi there.
sir. How are you?
Hey. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
this
be-
is why I'm watching this video. This guy right here. Apparently, he said the most wild stuff. We're gonna find out.
About this as possible, but the truth is your claim is completely bad faith. You do not care about being anti-crime. You yourself are pro-crime. Your side is pro-crime because you're a progressive.
How am I pro-crime?
So I'll give you an example, right? So your side, not Donald Trump, has passed a series of laws in California. Let's go with California. It's where we are right now. It's where I'm from. I don't know. Are you from California?
No.
Or okay. So in California, for example, the state legislature, completely progressive, just passed a law that limits sex offender registration to 10 years. It was life before. That's pro-crime. The legislature in California, which is progressives again, has passed a law that says the voter-induced three-strike law is no longer absolute. If someone murders someone, stabs someone on 3 separate occasions, a judge now does not have to give them life. That's a progressive law. That is not. That is pro-crime.
Wait.
Has passed a law that says the voter-induced three-strike law is
California voters charged the state's 3-strike rule in 2012 so that the mandatory 25 to life sentence was only imposed on serious or violent offenders in 2021. The legislature ordered a mandatory resentencing for those with certain enhanced sentences. That doesn't sound 100% pro-crime to me. I feel like it's giving somebody who likes to stab somebody more of a leeway, but let's continue.
is no longer absolute. If someone murders someone, stabs someone on 3 separate occasions, a judge now does not have to give them life. That's a progressive law. That is not. That is pro-crime. You support that, don't you?
I actually don't support sex offenders coming off the list. I think they should be on for life.
Okay, so you disagree with progressives.
So hold on. You and I both agree that sex offending is a bad thing, especially child sex offending, right?
It seems like you and I agree on that.
I
The
agree on that.
legislature of California doesn't.
So I'm not here to debate the legislature of California. I'm here to debate
You're
Donald
progressive.
Trump being pro-crime.
But
And
you're
I'm saying that Donald Trump was friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. When Ghislaine Maxwell, who's the worst child sex trafficker of our lifetime, she's serving over
Wait,
20
you
years.
said-
Do you know
wait,
Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, she's actually not. Jeffrey Epstein's the worst sex trafficker.
He's dead. I'm talking about people who are alive right now.
It's interesting, though, you didn't use his name, right? Wouldn't he be the one who did this?
Oh, great. I'm glad you brought up
Okay.
Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, before he died, did an interview with Michael Wolff. He's on tape. I don't know if you heard the tape. He says, my closest friend was Donald Trump. I was his closest friend. Elon Musk, I'm not sure if you've heard of him. He tweeted recently that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. And Ghislaine Maxwell, who was the right-hand woman of Jeffrey Epstein, when she was on trial for child sex offending, which you and I are opposed to,
Oh, true,
Donald
by the
Trump
way.
stood up and said, good luck to her. I wish her well. So, yeah, that makes him pro-crime and pro-criminal if he's being soft on child sex
Well, you
traffickers
just said they
like
were his
Epstein.
friends. He's-
Like I said, it doesn't sound pro-life to me, what he said. It just sounds like a distraction, more of a leeway.
No, I'm
clearly
saying he was
something.
friends. He was friends with Epstein. You haven't seen the videos? They danced together, partied together.
It's
Epstein said I was
a
his
guy he
closest
knows.
friend.
He's not supported the pedophilia part. The only people
Actually,
support-
he does.
Yes, he did.
He's-
He had little girls sitting next to him. Yes. You can literally search this shit up on the fucking internet. Right now and see that he is with these little girls. Look at that. Look at that. What the? Start reading that. Already subscriber. What the hell? I don't need this shit. You subscribe to see a picture. See, that's creepy. I need to subscribe to see a picture of that. Look at that. Look at Donald Trump around all these women who were abused. Those were little girls, too. Oh, she's hot. Some of them barely being over, like, the age of 17. All these young women. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look how young that bitch is. Don't see Donald Trump in that picture, though. For once. For once. Like, gosh. You're going to sit here and tell me that pictures like these you're okay with a sex operating ring. That was him at the fucking party. That is him at the party.
No, I'm
Clearly
saying he
saying
was friends. He was friends with Epstein. You haven't seen the videos? They danced together, partied together.
It's
Epstein said I was his closest
he knows.
friend.
He's not supported the pedophilia part. The only people supporting
Actually,
pedophilia
that's not
are the
true.
left.
Trump gave a speech about 20 years ago where he said Epstein's a great guy. He loves young women. A lot of them are very young. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, laugh, laugh. So yeah, I think he's pro-crime and pro-criminal.
So you think
and I
he's
think he's
pro-crime
soft
for
on
having a
sex
friend who's
offenders.
do you have any friends who are criminals?
Not that I know of. Certainly not child sex offenders. No. Do you?
No, of course not. And
Okay,
if it
so
came-
we're both in agreement again.
If
So
it
why are you
came out
defending
tomorrow
Donald
that
Trump?
if it came out tomorrow that one of your friends was a child sex
You know
trafficker,
what I'd do?
you'd stop being friends with them.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
but-
wouldn't say.
And then I'd go on TV and I would say, "Oh, look, Mr. Hassan was friends with this guy 10 years ago. Therefore, he's
What if
pro-child
Mr.
sex
Hassan
trafficking."
said, "I wish them well when they're on trial"? Wouldn't you ever go at me for
You
that?
wished your
Wouldn't
friend
you
well
ma-
on trial?
Yeah, child sex trafficker. Would you be mad?
I wouldn't wish someone well, but that's
Donald
your
Trump
gotcha.
did.
That's your gotcha.
It's a pretty
Is that
big
he said
gotcha.
He wished
Yeah.
a friend
Pretty
well.
big gotcha.
Okay,
He
but
praised
see,
the
what you're really
woman
trying
for
to do
child
right
sex.
now is you're
What
trying to
about
get
the
back
fact
to
that he's-
Donald
what
Trump
about
on a
the fact
personal
that
level.
Elon
Let's
Musk
talk
says his
policy.
name is
What's his policy?
Oh, you want to talk policies?
Yes.
So when he left office in 2020, he left behind the highest murder rate for over 100 years.
He left
Between
behind.
20
Damn,
That
he-
is the most bad faith claim you
No,
could
no,
possibly make.
it's a fact from the
No,
CDC
and you know
data.
what? Here's why it's bad faith.
Can I finish a sentence and then you can come back in?
You're just lying to people. Donald
I'm
Trump.
lying?
Yes,
Can I finish the sentence?
Donald Trump does not cause the
Can I-
murder rates.
can I-
Murder is a state level
that's
crime.
hilarious.
Gavin
Conservatives
Newsom is
spent-
more responsible for the murder rate than Donald Trump
Can I-
is.
That's hilarious. So Donald Trump's not responsible for murder rate, but other politicians who are Democrats
Yes,
are.
because it's
Everyone
a state
can see
level
your
law.
partisan
That's
shit.
like saying no. I'll say Republicans are too.
Let's-
State governors who are soft on crime are the ones that are
Let me
responsible
finish
for
a
murder
sentence.
rates.
When Donald Trump left office in 2020, between 2019 and 2020, according to data from the CDC, from the FBI, from Pew Research, the 30% increase in the murder rate between 2019 and 2020. It was the single biggest jump in the murder rate since
And
1905.
who's doing
so he's pro-crime
who's doing the murdering?
and
Aren't they
pro-criminal.
responsible? Who's doing the murdering?
The murderers.
So aren't they
The
responsible?
man, that's just Jesus. Fucking hell, like
And
Aren't they
pro-criminal.
responsible? Who's doing the murdering?
The murderers.
So aren't they responsible
But why
for the
did it
murder
go up
rate?
on his watch?
What?
Why did it go up on his watch?
Gee,
He's
that's
very
a real
bad.
hard. That's
he's
a real
very bad
hard
at fighting crime
That's a
for
real hard one to
Republicans.
figure out, right? We shut down the whole economy during COVID. We told everyone they couldn't go out unless it was to violently protest. We told people that if a cop tries to arrest you, that cop's probably going to
Yeah.
get charged with murder.
No, I think the pandemic had a lot to do with it.
Right,
But the
so
pandemic
did he
didn't
cause
finish
that?
in 2020.
What?
The pandemic didn't finish in
No, but
2020.
you
and yet
asked why the murder rate
and
went
yet
up.
if we're
The
going to
murder
play the
rate
what
went up
about game,
because of
you
all
guys
these
blame Joe
factors.
Biden for crime for years.
What Joe
For
Biden
years.
actively induces policies that are pro-crime. I'm asking
So
you
does
for a
Donald
second,
Trump. Okay.
Name the policy.
I'll name one right now. I'll name one right
I've
now.
asked you for like 10 minutes.
I'll name
Please
one right
do
now.
that.
No, you haven't actually. You talked
What,
about
some of-
California legislatures. He pardoned violent criminals who
not-
then went
that's
on
not a
to
policy.
commit
He
other
did-
crimes. You don't think releasing violent crimes into
A
the
pardon's
community?
a one-time thing. What's his policy
know-
he has pushed? Name a law he
Hold
has
on,
signed.
he's crumbling. No, he's
What
crumbling.
is a
law has he
one-time
signed?
thing? Is a policy's not one-time
That's
thing?
like Jimmy Carter pardoned the
You
draft. No,
guys
listen,
may want to dodge January 6th, the pardons.
I'm
but
not dodging that.
Then
Jimmy
deal with
Carter.
it. Did you agree with
I'm
them?
gonna right
Do
now.
you agree with them?
Jimmy Carter
Do you
pardoned
agree with
draft
the pardons?
dodgers. Does that mean his
I don't.
policy
I
was
don't.
He pardoned draft dodgers. Your president is a draft dodger. What a moron.
Support Jimmy Carter. Do you
Okay.
support? Do you support the pardoning of people who went on to be prosecuted for sexually abusing a 7-year-old child, illegal gun?
And this is the point. They try to they always change the subject and avoid the direct question. I really truly hate that.
Pardoning of people who went on to be prosecuted for sexually abusing a 7-year-old
Straight
child,
up deflection.
illegal gun possession, reckless homicide.
Pivoting.
There's
These are
more
people
bad
released-
faith. See,
these
there's
are
more
people
bad
released
faith.
from
He
prison.
didn't pardon someone for sexually abusing a
No, but
child.
they went
He
on to be
pardoned
convicted
someone
of it.
for
So
rebelling
that's it.
against the government that they believed
No,
had
they-
rigged elections. That's what he pardoned them for. He didn't pardon them for sexual child abuse.
But they were criminals who committed those crimes. He let them out, so that means
Now,
the crime rate goes up.
so you say they're criminals because they did the crime, right?
Yeah.
Would you extend that to illegal immigrants, that they're all criminals because they committed a crime? I have a
No,
feeling your
the
position
Supreme
is going
Court.
to change.
Supreme Court. We're going to talk about immigration.
That
Supreme-
someone who's illegally entered the United States, not a criminal, but
not
somebody who
according to the
illegally
Supreme
entered the
Court.
Capitol
Not
is.
according to the Supreme Court of the United States.
The Supreme Court has said that anyone who enters the United States
The
illegally
Supreme
is not a
Court,
criminal.
and we can
What's the case
jump
site?
to
Can I get the
future
case
claims.
site? Can I get the
We
case
can
site?
jump to 20. You want to get the case?
The case site, please. For
You
you
want-
said the Supreme Court
The
said
citation of the case.
yes, that entering
It's
the United
called-
States illegally is not a crime.
It's called Arizona versus United States 2012. Go look it up.
2012.
Pause. You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
He wasn't as wild as I thought,
Hey, how's it going?
but he's pretty
Thank you.
wild.
Thank you
He
for coming.
he's very
I really just
uneducated.
want to get an understanding. When you say pro-criminal, what do you mean?
I mean that when confronted with people who've committed criminal acts, Donald Trump has been either soft on them, friendly with them, pardoned them, and of course, let's not forget, I mean, we've got 5 minutes left, I'm surprised it hasn't come up earlier. He's a convicted criminal himself, sitting in the White House.
Okay, I want to
34
make sure I
felony
understand
offenses.
you correctly, because
Yes.
I don't want to strawman you.
No,
You're saying
I appreciate that.
every time that he's been confronted,
Not every time. I didn't
most
say the
times,
words every time.
most times,
A lot of the time.
a lot of the times,
Yes.
he's leaned towards criminal activity.
I didn't say criminal activity. He has committed crimes.
Endorsed criminal.
He's been indicted for
Correct.
88 different criminal offenses in 4 different jurisdictions by 5 different grand juries. He was convicted himself on 34 different criminal offenses by a jury of his peers. But let's park that for a moment.
Okay.
Separate to his own crimes, when
Right.
confronted with the crimes of others, or the alleged crimes of others, for example, a Chinese crypto billionaire called
right.
Justin Sun, who was being investigated for market manipulation, Trump dropped the case, invited him to the golf course,
Right, I get
invited
it.
him
So
to the White House,
plenty of
and
examples,
the guy
plenty of
invested
examples.
$70 million in Trump's
Okay, so
cryptocurrency.
what I want to ask you
That's
this. Okay,
pro-crime in my
so
view.
is it possible, because remember, the burden of proof's on you, right? You have to prove. Is it possible that all these things that he's done that supposedly make him pro-crime,
Yeah.
is there's another reason for the doing it? There's other justification. For
Oh,
example,
no,
let me give an example,
yeah.
and then
It's just fucking insane. I think I'm done with this fucking video. It's like mentally exhausting. Like dealing with these fucking people, bro.